Hey, what's up guys, it's Nick here and welcome back to Hitman 2. Now today we are doing something a little different. We usually do escalations, but today we are going to do a challenge pack. Now this challenge pack is on the Paris map and it is called Master Vampire with 7 challenges. Basically it allows you to become a vampire and terrorize this fashion show. Let's do this. So I started in the attic with a silver baller, some coins, and a lockpick. I also smuggled in a silenced assault rifle just in case anything were to go south. When I set my location to the attic, I expected to start in the room with the vampire suit, but unfortunately, it started me like on the complete other side of the attic. And I'm not even familiar with the attic in Paris, so I had no idea how to get around. So I wanted to see what was through this door here, so I tactically threw a fire extinguisher to distract the guards. When I walked through the door, the guards caught me trespassing. I merely walked into the other room and they left me alone. So basically, they just saw a random man run through the attic door and into another room, and that's not suspicious. Makes sense. So I walked through the other attic entrance because I knew the route to the outfit from there. When I put the outfit on, I remembered that one of the challenges was to get the outfit without anyone seeing you, which I obviously failed when the guards saw me. So I restarted the mission, but this time at the auction. When I spawned in, 47 was busy buying sex dolls off his iPad 3. So as I'm running through the attic getting the vampire suit, let me tell you 47's motives. So for this mission, 47 has to kill 2 people, Victor Novikov and Dahlia Margolis. You might be wondering why 47 wants to kill these people. Some might say for the money, some might say because they are corrupt, but the real reason is, when 47 was a little boy, he used to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2. One time he was playing, having the time of his life, destroying people, and Victor came out of nowhere and 360 no-scoped him. Victor then screamed at him that he was trash and that he would smash his mom. All the while, Dahlia was teabagging his dead body. This sad gamer moment in 47's gaming career stuck with him for all of his life. Now it was time for 47's revenge. Finally, after all these years, he could 360 no-scope them, but in real life. And here we are, the vampire suit. I looked out the window in a dramatic fashion and killed some non-targets for sport, just to keep the guards on edge a little bit. As I began my escape, I got a fire axe and looked for ways to leave. I threw my axe at this window and it made the slightest little tap. I guess 47 needs to hit the gym a little bit. So as I was creeping around, I saw this guard that was in my way, and I wanted to test out my trusty axe. So yeah, I would say it works pretty well. I also saw this guy watching Ryan's toy review on his iPad, and I wanted to kill him as well, but first gave him a little scare. I then literally did a 360 into his stomach. Maybe FaZe will accept my application now. Then this guard saw me and I ran away. When I came up to him, all he said was, "Give up!" And then I sadly had to put him down. I saw this guard that was hanging out and watching the fashion show, and I just couldn't resist. It was just too perfect. Alright, it's time to stop messing around. I snuck my way into this room in the attic where a ladder was. Using this, I could get down a level. So I threw my axe right on down, but noticed that there was a guard. Luckily, he was smart enough not to pick up my axe, but if he did, I would have no other choice but to take matters into my own hands. I climbed on down, but then decided he was too dangerous to be kept alive anyways, and I slit his throat. So let me explain my plan. The room that I am in, conveniently, is the room that the targets go to when they are on lockdown. So my plan was to get the targets on lockdown and lead them into this room, where I would then drop the chandelier on their heads. So after causing an evacuation, I spent like 10 minutes shooting guards for no reason. I restarted the mission for my last save and stole that security dude's outfit. I went down to the ground level, and one of my challenges was to kill one of the targets with a saber, so I broke this glass and stole one. Apparently shattering glass doesn't bother anyone, even the dude right next to me. I then walked into the kitchen and poisoned the sushi plate. Now you might be wondering, Nick, why did you poison a random sushi plate? Well, basically, when Victor walks into the kitchen, so does his guard, who takes a little bite of the sushi. Now, he needs to throw up, which means... And the important part of all of this is that the guard has a phone. When you call that phone, it triggers a lockdown for the targets, which is perfect for us. So I ran back up to the escape room, and I could feel the excitement from 47, his revenge only a moment away. I ran back to put on my vampire suit, and... oh no! Yeah, this is bad. It would be messy, but I would have to pull this off. Somehow, someway, subway, 47 will get his revenge.
Margolis, she's dead!
Okay, I'm by the fountain now and no sign of him.
Well done, 47.
Oh, okay. Well, we did it. I would have teabagged both of them, but it was just too dangerous. All that matters is that we got them. Also, one of my challenges was to exit through the catacombs, but I forgot to put on my vampire outfit, so that didn't really work. Okay, next challenge. So I restarted the mission, and before going into the attic, I wanted to intimidate anyone around me by aggressively running back and forth. It's really just a power play, don't question it. When I put on my outfit, I went back down to the panic room with the balcony, and saw that there was an option to vault and climb on the edge. I don't really know why I did this, but I basically climbed across the entire building. So after like 10 minutes of climbing and sneaking around, I made it down to the party. I'm almost certain there was an easier way to do this, and I'm just a dumbass. So I snuck in the back and into the bathroom next to the kitchen and lead a staff member in. After that, I chucked a hammer at his face and hit his body. I could have stolen his outfit to get around, but Actually, I don't even have a reason. I then realized that the party was pretty much dead because I had no idea what I was doing, so I restarted. My next goal was this challenge. It says I have to kill one of my targets with a burning oil drum while the fireworks are going. Pretty magical moment. So I started by once again getting the vampire outfit and sneaking my way through the building, trying to make my way to the fireworks detonator. Once I made it, I threw a hammer and stole the firework detonator right behind their backs. Basically what I'm saying is, I bamboozled them pretty damn hard. I then got in the stairwell and I broke this guy's ribs. Seriously, listen to this clip.
Hey, this area's off limits.
I don't know about you, but I heard at least 17 ribs just shatter. Sorry man, shouldn't have turned around. So I'll skip ahead a few minutes. I was in the kitchen once again, because to isolate Victor, I first had to poison the sushi so the guard would be taken care of. As I was moving around though, staff saw me, and things got a little bit messy. It doesn't matter though, because now the sushi was taken care of. And you know, at least I didn't absolutely crush their bones like that other dude. Eventually, the guard ate the sushi, and I got rid of him. I then overflowed the sink to drown him because I'm a psychopath, but I forgot that this is a distraction, and so a staff member came through. Well, one less guy to worry about. Okay, now to isolate Victor.
What can I say that's clever? You're trespassing, asshole!
Yeah, Helmut Kruger might have caught me in the act. I had to leave the room, but at the same time follow Victor. I found him back in the kitchen alone, and so I subdued him, which I didn't really think through. Sure, I have him now, and he's unconscious, but how the hell would I get him to the oil drum? All of my work was ruined when I stupidly opened the door while holding his body, and a guard saw me. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart this one. So I loaded my last save and ran back into the kitchen, but this time I was a little more careful, and I was able to poison the sushi without being seen. I then just chased Victor out of the kitchen, getting seen like 3 times in the process. I didn't even knock out the guard, so I have a limited amount of time that Victor was alone. It was more about observing Victor's routine, seeing how and when he's alone, and when he is, I'll know when to strike. 47 is always lurking. But then I noticed as I was following Victor and his guard, who had come back from his little barf session, that there was a puddle and a wire. This was absolutely perfect because one of the challenges is to electrocute one of the targets while disguised as a vampire. So all I would have to do is expose the wire and then lead Victor over to it. So I restarted and exposed the wire. Now all I would have to do is wait. But this didn't really work though because I waited for like 5 minutes searching on my phone how to get more views and subscribers. And Victor still didn't come. I guess I actually had to stalk him for him to go through his whole routine. So as he walked down to the spot, I threw a coin to the puddle and watched with amusement as he started to dance. Okay, now that that was done, I restarted my last save to get started on the oil drum objective. But first, I wanted to prepare, and so I stole the stylist outfit and took the saber. I was now able to roam freely right to the oil drum. I would just have to knock out everyone around me because there can't be any witnesses.
Huh. Think I heard something suspicious. I'll take a closer look.
Huh?
Hey, are you there?
I heard something suspicious. I'll keep you posted. What?
Hey, go check that out. Huh. I didn't like the sound of that. Hey, just minding my own...
Okay, now this area is open and free of any wandering eyes. So I poisoned the sushi again and waited for a long time for Victor to go through his whole routine. Eventually I gave up, coming to the conclusion that he wouldn't be coming back to the kitchen. So as I followed him, I was kind of half paying attention until right here. It was perfect.
What you just did?
Okay, well, not ideal, but it worked nonetheless. All I had to do now was drag him to the oil drum and get the vampire suit. Okay, sneak around here. Shit! They're onto me. Gotta do this quick. I set off the fireworks, shot the oil drum, and Victor was ablaze. Now all that was left was to kill one of the targets with the saber and exit through the catacombs with my vampire suit. So as you might have guessed, I restarted. I began by doing almost the exact same thing by just going to get the vampire suit, but I unlocked the door to this little gallery, you could call it. This is because here is a saber. So I grabbed the saber and ran back to Victor. What? They had found Victor's body and revived him. He was now in the basement, some guards protecting him, but no puny guard will keep me from killing him with the saber. It's time to get messy. I took out the guards strategically, quietly, and finally, Victor Novikov eliminated. Now, all I have to do is kill Dahlia Margolis, who I haven't really been paying attention to. Sorry, Dahlia. I know you mean well, it's just that me and Victor have this thing, where, you know, I murder him countless times in different ways. So I got to the stairwell that would lead me up to Dahlia, and the guards told me that I'm not cool enough to hang out with her. I didn't react very well to this, a little violently you could say, but I guess that's just why you don't bully 47. So that guard shot a bullet, so now everyone upstairs was on alert, but I was pretty much completely done with this challenge, so I just went guns a-blazing. When I thought she was relatively isolated, I shot both of her guards and then her, and the guards outside saw me. Well, I guess it was just gonna have to be a messy exit. I did end up getting out of the sight of the guards, crouching my way to freedom. After that, I put on my vampire outfit, and as my cape blew in the wind, I left through the dark catacombs of Paris. And that was the Master Vampire Challenge Pack on Hitman 2. I'm a little bit mad that they didn't give you the suit as a starting outfit option, but at least we got this awesome modern sedative syringe. Because who would want an outfit with a cape? But with that, I hope you all like this video. If you want me to do anything in Hitman 2, please let me know in the comments. I love reading those, and I'll see you guys in the next video.